the binding for the pages. I do this in my last albums, all the same binding, because I love this binding. And for this we need some strips, and I have 4 strips that measures 11 inch by 1 1/4, and we scored this at a 1/2 inch, and this is a 3/4. Then we need 4 strips that measures 12 inch by 1 1/4, and we scored here on the 1 1/4 again at a 1/2 inch, and at the 12 inch on both sides a 1/2 inch. So, and later this will be looks like this. I have here already 3 of them prepared, and I will do with you together the last one. So we have here these with these little wings left and right. I put this on my table. The bumpy side with my foldings faces me. So, and then I put some glue here on these 1/2 inch hinge, and now I glue this other strip, these 11 by 1 1/4. Here is the 1/2 inch, here is the 3/4. I glued this one on top of each other, and I'm making sure that the 3/4 is nicely straight and lined up. So. And these 2 little wings we will glue here around. So now we have here these little pockets, and there will be later on our pages glued in on the binding in the book. Before I glue this now on my pages, I decorated already here with these strips my hinges, And I will put some double-sided tape on my hinges. This is, I guess, a 1/4 inch. Yeah, this is a 1/4 inch tape. And I cut this here in a little angle, left and right. So. And this is my binding. 4 main pages, 4 of these strips. Now we need our pages. I have here a basket. There are all my pages inside. I'm starting with page number 1. Here is the tunnel. And this one goes inside of here, and we will glue this inside of our page like this. Starting on one side, putting also some glue on. And now I glue this in, and make sure that you don't put your fold line in the pocket. Your fold line has to be outside. So. Number 1. And then I can remove here the back side of my tape. Some glue underneath. And I glue this down. This is the first binding. And what I also want to do is I already will glue on here my page number 2. So first I have to remove my insert. And this page I will glue here on page number 1. I have to see that I have the right direction. This is okay. So then I will remove the back side of my tape. So some glue. And now I line this up here on the front, top and bottom, and nicely on the front. Then I can place this and I can glue this down. So page number 1 and page number 2. There will be inside these pocket my insert. So, all the goodies inside. So, and I will do this with all of my other pages. I have a problem here. You see this? I glued this on the back side, and now I have the problem. When I will close here my page, I can't put in my binding, but I think I can fix this. If I put this here inside of my tunnel, let me turn this, then I will make a hole and I will go through that binding on here. Let me make there a hole. And this goes through that hole, and then I have everything prepared. Okay, yeah, this I can do. Should I do there an eyelet? Next problem will be to put there inside my page. I had to cut there like a V. Yeah, we can fix this. We can fix this. This is not that big problem. So I'm starting again. And these are all of my pages. Really thick. And I am a little bit afraid that my spine will be big enough. But it will be. There is plenty of space between my pages because of all these elements on. And I hope that I am fine without some protection sheets. So the next one that we will do is the binding for the cover. Let me put my pages aside. I have here this one. This is the binding for the cover. I have this sheet that measures 11 3/4 by 12 inch. On the back side, this will be the side that will be facing up. I have already glued down my decoration paper, and in this case I put here the Tyvek on instead of gluing this here and has to draw my lines again. So I put this already here underneath, and this is very important and very necessary that later when we have here our incision cuts, here this line or here these points are not tearing. So and we have to prepare here these pieces. We have to do some lines and some markings. Here, top to the inside and bottom to the inside, I made a mark at 3/8 and I draw here top and bottom a kind of a guideline. Then I measured the middle, and from there I started to measure from the inside to the outside. These 3 spaces here between are always a 1 1/4. So here is my middle, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, 1 1/4, and I make here some marks also on the top, and I draw a line. And this is the line that we have to cut off and where our binding pieces for the pages will sit on. I also have here a 5/8 gap, and here also. And this is where my spine from my book will end, and this is a 5 inch. So we have a really fat spine, but we need this. What I will do now is I will cut off here my lines, and when I say I cut them off, then I cut always beside my pencil lines, because we need a little bit wider incision cut for the thickness of our cardstock. So I cut now from that guideline to that other guideline beside my pencil mark and make an incision cut. And this is how this one looks now. The next one is the two pieces where later on here, on these hinges will be glued down my pages. And for this we need two pieces of paper. This one measures 11 inch by 2.5, and we have to score from each end, from each side of the 2.5 at 5/8. Our little pockets on the pages are a 3/4, and this is a tiny bit smaller, that we don't have the problem that our binding will not fit in our pages. So this is just for the safety. So like I said, this is 2.5 by 11 inch, on both sides a 5/8 score line. The larger one is 5.25 by 11 inch, and we have to score here also from both sides a 5/8. I will cut here my corners. This is later easier to slide in our page binding. I put on there also some double-sided tape on both sides, and now I am starting to fold my fold lines, and this small piece fits here in the middle like this. So on this I will glue down. So I put some good glue in the middle. Shuffle this in and glue this down. Number one. The other one goes over here. First a quick check that this one is fitting. Yeah, it fits. No, it does not fit. This is too wide. I have to make here, this is too big. I was wondering, I guess I measured there 1/4 inch too wide. Yeah, 1/4 inch is This is a 5-inch. This is not 5 1/4. This is a 5-inch. Okay, then I will see if I can fix this, and if not, I will cut this again. First I have to make here another score line. Fixing some problems with bee scrap. So and then I will cut this at 5/8. I need again some tape. Next check. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Okay. This fits now, and I can use this. Perfect. So glue in the middle. And these two black pieces, these little wings, will be on the front and the back cover and holds everything nicely on our cover, on the spine. So I have to close the incision cut here. A little bit too wide, I guess. Let me glue some papers behind instead of normally I would put some double-sided tape over and that's it, but I cut these incision cuts, yeah, a little bit too big. So I will put here some paper over it, only in the width of my spine. So this will be a 5-inch. And everything will be fine. Okay, and then we can go to the cover. So for the cover, we need 2 pieces of chipboard that measures 12" by 10.5. We need 2, one for the front, one for the back, and our spine a 5" by 12". So this is really a thick and fat album for the spine. All of my pieces I already put some double-sided tape on the back side, and I will do not that wrapping in some papers that I normally do, because here we have a full 12" size, and all the papers I have are in 12". So I had to connect here in the middle, and I don't want to have here any of these connecting points. So I thought I can use here this one. This is cork. This is an adhesive foil with, I think this is a texture backing. Yes, it's some texture. I will use this one, and I am not sure how how sturdy this one is. To avoid some tearings, I definitely will use here some Tyvek. The first thing I will do is I will put here a piece of Tyvek on. So I need here this off and a little bit of these here, and I have also here one strip on my Tyvek. And I will put this here on. Try to do this in the middle. So, first strip of Tyvek. And there we have to glue here our spine piece. So I will remove this here and from the top and the bottom. And also this one. I need my spacer. This one goes right next to my front piece. So, and then I will do the same here on the back. Side. So this I will remove, and a little bit of here. Placing my Tyvek. And I will remove this side from my spine, and again a little bit from this end. And from this end. And this one. My spacer. And my spine goes next to it, and I place this down. So far, so good. And now we have to place here these foil. First, let me cut this, yeah, I think in a good measurement. Let me cut this here. I need a straight line. So, okay, and now we have to glue this down. Fingers crossed, I have no clue if I can do this in a good way. We will see. So first I will remove this one here. And I think I don't need some glue. This is a good adhesive. I don't need glue. This is perfect. Okay, fingers crossed. Whew, this is, oh my God, I'm totally off. This is barely enough to wrap this in. So I have to cut here. This one smaller. My corners. Oh my God. I think I will never use something like this again. I like this. I like this, yeah. So, and now we have to place this one here. And I need the middle of my spine. Two and a half. Top and bottom. I have here the middle of my 12-inch piece, and now I can line this up here top and bottom with my mark, and I can glue this down. I will put here around some double-sided tape. and the rest will be glued down with a really strong and good glue. So before I bend everything or anything or glue some pages in, I will leave this to dry. And I will use here some clamps. Especially here. So we leave this to dry, and then we can go to the front and back cover inside page, putting all our pages here inside, and then we can go to the cover decoration. For the cover decoration, yeah, there will be definitely no paper on. This will be like this. Back side there will be nothing. We have to place here, before we go to the inside cover, my little plate. Also here on the spine there will be yeah, a little decoration, not too much. And on the front, I have an idea. Just a second. I made here on these junk journal a front cover decoration with some layering like this, and I will do this similar. I will see for a nice background that I can rip and make some cuttings inside. Here with some of these cheesecloth I will put on this, and from the cutouts that I have, I will put this on top, and we will have a closure. And this is the same, we have to look for the closure. This we have to do next. I have to think about the closure for the album. So I will glue down now my pages. I'm starting with page number 1. So here we have these little pocket, and this goes on here, and then I can glue this down. So page number 1. The next one will be page number 7 and 8. I'm starting from the outside to the inside.